Hello, good morning and welcome to the news at 7. This morning, state government initiates more measures to boost rice production. New State Police Commissioner Dan Dara warns against cultism and political violence. Presidential candidates sign another peace accord. On the foreign scene, Election Commission seeks to dissolve party that nominated Princess for Prime Minister. Good morning again and welcome to the news. I am David Okwasile. Governor Willie Obiano commissioned Josan Giant Mill Umumbo and laid the foundation stone for Anambra State Water and Irrigation Project, AWIP. Formerly referred to as Omo Rice Mill, Josan Mill used to be the largest rice mill in Nigeria and West Africa, with a former annual capacity of 30,000 metric tons of rice. Government House correspondent Ejika Banafa report taken from here. The farms and mills on a public-private partnership now has a current expanded annual capacity of 80,000 metric tons of paddy rice input and 50,000 metric tons of milled rice. According to Governor Obiano, the project lays credence to state government's successful agricultural policies to bring in genuine investors into the sector, noting that it will provide employment and development to the people of the area. The governor noted that the water project, which will commence this week, will be completed in 6 months, adding that the irrigation drawn from the Ezu River will serve about 10,000 hectares of farmland in the area. While urging farmers to take advantage of the rare opportunity, Governor Obiano noted that the state rice production capacity had risen from 345,000 metric tons to 425,000 metric tons, as the state is projecting an annual production of 525,000 metric tons, and stressed that the project will strengthen Anambra's position as a leading rice producer in the country.
We are about to finish their 60,000 metric tons per annum rice milling facility at Ibadan, and they are at a very critical stage. And I was told that after the election, they will invite me to commission it. So if you add this to what we are doing in the Josan farm, you'll be able to appreciate what we are doing as a group, as a state, in the rice production.
The Commissioner for Agriculture, Mechanization, Processing and Export, Mr. Afam Banefo, noted that the mill was built in 1987 by the federal government and handed over to the state since 2010, after which it was abandoned, expressing gratitude to the present administration for resuscitating the project to be fully functional.
Josan has 3,321 hectares in Ofuma. The contract and the MOU that the state government have with Josan is 14,000 hectares. But we have started by allowing them to utilize the Ofuma with the agro scheme that they have done there, and then taking over this mill that's been moribund for over 28 years. And now they have rehabilitated this place, rewired the whole place, and is fully functional as we speak today.
Speaking about the project, the chairman of Josan Integrated Rice Mills and Farms and Joseph Agro Industries, Chief Oliver Okeke, stressed that Anambra State government did not contribute any money to the project, noting that it has 100% local labor, and said that it will further reduce rice importation.
This mill needs a lot of paddies. Paddies are basically the raw rice that you use to feed inside the mill, and the mill opens it and then mills it, and what comes out is the milled rice. If you look here, you can see some silo beans behind you, right? And these silo beans here store up to 3 million kg of paddies. But the most fundamental lack of water here is what really makes these beans not really good all year round. So if you have water, irrigation, farmers will now be able to then farm all year round.
The chairman, Anambra State Investment Promotion and Protection Agency, Igwe Cyril Enweze, emphasized that the project is the largest in the southeast, adding that it's part of the grand scheme to position the state to be self-sufficient in rice production. The governor was later conducted round the facility and afterwards laid the foundation stone for the irrigation project. Meanwhile, Governor Willie Obiano has expressed optimism that the forthcoming elections will be peaceful, free, fair and credible. Addressing the press shortly after an emergency security council meeting at the Governor's Lodge, Amobia, Governor Willie Obiano said that security agencies in the state are ready to aid the peaceful elections. Government House correspondent Ejika Abana filed a report, again taken from our studio.
Governor Obiano, who called on the Anambra to come out and exercise their civic duty of voting, noted that having been briefed, security agencies in the state are all on alert to maintain law and order. Concerning the recent fire incident at the INEC headquarters in Oka, Governor Obiano stressed that having been briefed, necessary security measures have been put in place, while fire equipment has been deployed to all INEC offices and locations in the state, among additional measures to prevent a reoccurrence as investigation has commenced to unravel the cause of the inferno.
I want to ask the Anambra to please come out and exercise their civic duty this Saturday and also on March the 2nd. I want to reassure you that from the briefs I received, the law enforcement agents are very ready for this exercise. Very, very, very ready. And anybody planning to foment trouble will find that they will not allow him to do so. So I'm encouraging everybody to come out and cast their vote, and stay peacefully, because like we did before in my re-election on last year, November the 17th, we're going to repeat again here. We're going to have a very peaceful election, and I once more encourage everybody to please come out and vote that day. Everybody that has the card, to come out and vote. If you don't have your card, you have no business at the polling unit.
Meanwhile, INEC said it has taken immediate measures to ameliorate the fire disaster by mopping up some of the spare cards readers from other states to deploy to Anambra State. Speaking in Abuja, the National Commissioner and Chairman Information and Voter Education Committee said, with the steps so far taken, the Commission remains confident that the election in the state will proceed as scheduled. Okoye said that in the meantime, INEC reported the incident to the police and the fire service, and investigations into the cause had commenced.
And on security, the new Commissioner of Police, Anambra State, Mr. Mustafa Dandaura, has reassured people of the state of professionalism and promotion of rule of law. The Commissioner of Police was speaking at the police headquarters, Amobia. Correspondent Chibuzo Bidike reports.
Addressing journalists, Mr. Dandara assured that his administration will engender professionalism, adherence to the rule of law, and respect for fundamental human rights of the citizens in the state, and maintain that he will focus on intelligence-led policing with increased surveillance across the state. On the issue of cultism and political violence, the state's new police commissioner warned that his administration will have zero tolerance for politicians and criminals who impede the safety and comfort of residents, and assured of level playing ground for registered political parties in the state during the 2019 general election, even as he warned security agencies against extortion. Mr. Dandara later visited the last Saturday night's tanker explosion scene, where he expressed shock at the level of destruction wreaked by the explosion and sympathized with the victims, advising the state government to relocate the filling station along Amoabia roundabout along the old Onitsha Express Road to widen the road, as it is too narrow compared to the commercial activities going on at the area. From Amoabia in Oka South Local Government Area, Chibuzo Bidiki, ABS News.
And now to politics. People of our Anocha local government areas declared their support for Senator Mayor and other Abga candidates during the general elections holding few days from now. Stakeholders in the council area made this known as Senator Mayor took his campaign rally to some communities, including Nri, Adazinuku, Adaziani, Neni, Adazienu, and Ichida, respectively. Valentine Mbadoga filed in this report, taken from here.
The Ebede Square, Nri, and for Market Square, Adazinuku, St. Peter's Field, Adaziani, Oye Market Square Neni, Nkwo Market Square Adazienu, and Oye Ezookpu Market Square Ichida were all filled to capacity as people of the communities, stakeholders, APGA faithful, as well as traditional rulers trooped out in their numbers to welcome the APGA candidate for Anambra Central Senatorial District, Senator Ume, in company of Deputy Governor Dr. Nkemu Okeke and Chief Mrs. Ebelechukwu Obiano, APGA BOT members, and other APGA candidates. Speaking during the rally at Ebede Square, Nri, an APGA BOT member, Dr. Mrs. Uju Okeke, and Special Assistant to the Governor on events, Sir Anthony Ogoji, who applauded Senator Ume for his landmark achievements within a short time, reassured him of their full support, noting that Nri people are strongly behind his re-election bid. In their separate speeches, the APGA candidates for Aniocha 2 State Constituency, Mr. Ejike Okechukwu, the Secretary, Aniocha Local Government Area, Sir Innocent Ezike, who is also the Deputy Coordinator, Senator Victor Ume Support Group, Aniocha Chapter, pointed out that Ndi Igbo in general should support Senator Ume for his quality representation and noted that the entire Igbo nation will be at great loss if a voice like that of Victor Ume is lost at the Red Chamber.
So Hamadike has been good to us and we will give him massive vote to show him that what he did for us, that we appreciate.
Senator Ume, reacting with satisfaction, having seen the passion and zeal to deliver him and other APGA candidates, which was shown by the people of Aniocha, said that more constituency projects will be attracted to Aniocha local government area if he is re-elected.
Senator Victor Ume 11 months can know we ba mo no ndi Igbo na Senate o muri be ne ka na ekuzi ndị o mechara ochie eje mfọ dị teba ncha niile ka edozie ka ọ dị mma.
Senator Ume, on the occasion, laid foundation stone for construction of skill acquisition center in Adaziani as part of his 2018 constituency project. The event climaxed with Chief Cyril Okoye presenting items to support Senator Ume, which include 10 refrigerators, 5 motorcycles, and 4 sewing machines, which was shared among the people of Adaziane as empowerment to enable them become self-sufficient, while empowerment of 35 indigent women with 50,000 naira by Senator Victor Ume also featured at the event.
Top presidential candidates have signed another peace accord pledging to ensure a violence-free election. President Muhammadu Buhari, candidate of the governing All Progressives Congress APC, and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, were among those who signed the peace accord. A previous accord had been signed by the presidential candidates. The signing ceremony took place at the International Conference Center, Abuja. The chairman of the National Peace Committee, former head of state, Abdulsalami Abubakar, said the committee decided to organize the peace accord signing in order to ensure peaceful conduct of all elections in the country. Nigerians go to the poll this Saturday to elect a president and members of the National Assembly. The elections of governors and members of state houses of assembly will hold on March 2, 2019. Mr. Abdulsalami, in his welcome remarks, said the elections will not hold in the absence of peaceful atmosphere. He said even governance after the election will not be possible without a peaceful environment, and reminded the presidential candidates that by signing the peace accord, they are committing themselves to ensuring a peaceful election in Nigeria. And on business, the federal government has declared Onitsha River Port as a part of origin and final destination. A statement signed by the Managing Director of the National Inland Waterways Authority, Senator Orurumimbe Mamora, said Minister of Transportation has approved the commencement of processes to declare and gazette the Onitsha River Port to give comfort to shippers. According to the statement, the federal government said this was part of efforts to decongest Lagos ports, extend shipping services to the hinterland, revitalize inland waterways, transport, and promote intermodal transportation connectivity in the country, as well as boost the image of NIWA, stimulate economic activities, and encourage patronage of the eastern ports, in addition to enhancing the productivity and revenue drive of government. It is plain that the port, with about 1.2 million TEU capacity, is expected to be provided with the complements of Nigeria Customs Service, Nigeria Immigration Service, Port Health Service and other relevant government agencies when the process is completed. We move to Neni now, where Neni, the headquarters of our Naucha local government area, was agog as captains of industry, party faithful, state and federal lawmakers, the religious and cultural proponents, among others, converged on the area for the 75th birthday anniversary of the chairman and managing director of Tony Mas Nigeria Limited, Chief Dr. Anthony Enukeme. The event started with a special mass officiated by the Catholic Bishop of Awka Diocese, Most Reverend Paulinus Ezekafo, assisted by Bishop Peter Obaleke. Correspondent Chibuzo Koye, who covered the event for the ABS, filed in this report. In a homily during the Mass, Bishop Ezekafo called on Christians to always aspire to leave indelible legacies while on earth. He commended Chief Dr. Enukeme for using his God-given wealth in touching many lives, calling on other affluent individuals to emulate him.
State Chairman Anambra, Government of Nigeria, what told you? Government in power is already there. We must support it to make sure it stands.
In a remark, the celebrant, Chief Dr. Enukeme, who said that though his birthday was on the 21st January, a group of individuals decided to organize the birthday celebration to thank God for all his blessings and mercies upon him and family, assuring that he will continue to use his God-given wealth in putting smile on many faces.
St. Paul says that he has fought a good fight, did all within his power, that is waiting for a crown. Having done this in 75 years, I am now looking forward for a reward from my community, from the youth, who I now pray God to look at my legacies and know how to play their life. And so I'm looking forward from my people a reward and honor for a job well done.
In their reactions, the wife of the celebrant, Lady Mary Enukeme, the Vice-Chancellor of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University, Professor Greg Nwakobi, the Special Assistant to the Governor on Religious Matters, Sir Anselm Okafo, and Secretary State Council of Traditional Prime Ministers, Chief Joe Nwegu, described Chief Dr. Enukeme as a business encyclopedia, praying for more of God's blessings on him.
Anamayo Chineke ka onye li aka tikwori ya ụmụafọ na ahụikekwa ka o wee lụcha ọrụ nke ọ kwadebeli ya ka ọ lụọ n'ụwa mgbe oge ga-eluzi ka ọ nabata ya na n'eze.
I pray that God in his infinite mercy and grace will give him many more years to live on earth to continue with the good work he is doing. He's a lover of mankind and humanity, who believes in developing his place, developing his people, and developing generally the Nigerian place.
The event came to a climax when members of the Knights of St. John's International conferred on Chief Dr. Enukeme with a Jewel of Honor, which is the highest recognition by the body to any member for his selfless service to God and humanity, as well as presentation by the Awka Catholic Diocese as Vice Chairman of the Diocesan Pastoral. There was also a dance by the celebrant, cutting of the birthday cake, and prayer for the celebrant and family members. The member representing Anambra Central Senatorial District at the National Assembly, Chief Victor Ume, the member representing Anocha, Njikoka, and Dunkofe Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives, Chief Ferdinand Dozenwanpo, as well as the member representing Idemili North Constituency at the State House of Assembly, Mrs. Nkoli Mmegbuaneze, among others, also attended the ceremony. And now to the foreign scene. Thailand's election commission says it will ask the Constitutional Court to dissolve a party that in an unprecedented but ill-fated move put forward a princess to run for prime minister in the country's upcoming general elections. In a statement, the election body said the Thai Raksa Chart Party violated an electoral law with its shock nomination of Princess Oborantana Rajakanya Sirivanhana. Last week, the move came 2 days after the commission disqualified the 67-year-old princess from taking part in the March 24 election, the country's first elections in 8 years. Although the electoral officials did not provide an explanation for her disqualification, it is widely believed the decision derived a statement by King Maha Vajiralongkorn, calling his elder sister's involvement in politics unconstitutional and inappropriate, just hours after her nomination was announced on Friday. And on sports, Flying Eagles of Nigeria will know their group opponents at this year's FIFA Under-20 World Cup holding in Poland on February 24th. World Soccer ruling body FIFA made this known, even as organizers revealed that ticket sales for the championship will open on February 26th. The announcement also marks exactly 1 day to the kickoff of the championship, in which 4 African countries, Nigeria, Mali, Senegal, and South Africa, have already been listed among qualified countries. Organizers further revealed that fans will be paying a considerably reasonable fee ranging from 1,000 to 2,850 naira for Category 1 tickets and 1,900 naira to 3,800 naira for Category 2 tickets. The championship will hold in 6 Polish cities of Bielsko, Biala, Bydgoszcz, Gdynia, Lodz, Lublin, and Tychy. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging on to our website, www.absradiotv.com. You can like us at Facebook at www.facebook.com/ABS Radio Television. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Before we go, the main points again. The state government has initiated more measures to boost rice production. Governor Obiano disclosed this while inaugurating rice mill and irrigation project at Umumbo, Ayamelum Council area. New State Police Commissioner Dan Dara has warned against cultism and political violence. Presidential candidates have signed another peace accord. On the foreign scene, we told you that Thai Election Commission is seeking to dissolve party that nominated Princess for Prime Minister. And that is the news this morning. I am David. On behalf of the whole team here, thank you for joining us. Good morning. Anambra continues right after now.